Hi everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to work on some balancing poses. The beauty of balancing poses is number one, you can have a wall that helps you stay up and you can use it as often as you want. Number two, balancing poses bring us right into the present moment. You kind of really have to focus on right where you are and integrate, which is very empowering and keeps you away from any other distractions you may have. And thirdly, balancing poses come in many stages. So you may find that you do the pose using a wall or a strap, or just do it part way, 1/3 of the way, halfway, whatever. But you design it to fit your body on this given day, right? And the other thing about balancing poses is that we sometimes have a story in our mind about whether or not we can do them. And that story starts to define our reality. If your head is going, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall, that can happen more easily than if you were thinking, I'm steady, I'm stable, I'm there. So it really gives us a view into how the mind affects our actions and how our actions determine what Gandhi said, our destiny. That's a little deep for a little practice like this, but ultimately, yes, your thoughts determine your actions and your behaviors and your emotions, and then they seep into the storyline of your life and how you, the choices that you make, and then ultimately your destiny. So I'm gonna clean up the destiny angle on this and get started. Join us here over on your mat. Take a nice seat and close your eyes. Lean back a little bit. 2 blocks and a strap. Pause this video at any time when you want to take a break, extend yourself a little longer in the pose, or do some other poses that strike your fancy. Take a deep breath in, rising. Exhale and land. Inhale your breath and exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Feel your heart beating. Feel the length of yourself from your belly to your heart, to your throat, to the top of your head. So coming into what's real and what's true. Sometimes things feel real, but they're not true. And that's part of the story we tell ourselves when we worry, when we project, when we imagine that we know what someone else is thinking, or where our health and well-being is going. So many things to imagine. So the practice says, okay, let's just reel that back a little bit and show up right here in this moment, in this breath. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hands. Open your eyes. Left foot at the floor. Right knee in. Hold the foot, or you can put your strap right around it and pull it back. Pull it back and in. So you get the outer knee moving back, your heart lifting up. Option to stay here or extend the left leg. Extend the left arm. These are all add-ons. Lean back a little and you can extend the left leg. Keep flexing the feet. Fan your toes. Hug your heels toward each other. Deep breath in. Exhale and release the leg down and the arm down. And we'll bring this right leg across for a baby cradle. So you may have everything kind of basket cradled in your elbows, or hold the foot, hold the knee. Left knee can bend, So many ways to do this. Ultimately, the shin comes in toward you and up toward your chin. You're hugging and rock the baby. And then release that. Give it a good shake. Hands behind you to sit up tall. Bend the left knee in, pull it back. It's like a little bow and arrow kind of thing here. Pull back, hug the left knee in toward your left side body. Breathe. Remember, right knee can be bent. This helps support the low back quite a bit. Or extend the leg. And then right arm comes up. Squeeze again the midline. Lean back a little and float the right leg up. Flex your feet, fan your toes, squeeze your heels toward each other so you get that engagement through the core. So important in balancing poses, right? Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take your leg to the floor, take your hand to the floor and bring it across for a baby cradle. So the knee goes back. You swing the shin across. Maybe comes to your armpit, or you hold on, or one other way. A little basket weave here, like that. Okay? Find your cradle, whatever it'll be today. And each side will be so different. Chin in, heart up, breath. And then release that down and give it a shake. Come to all fours for a couple cat tilts. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, round your back, gaze towards your navel. Inhale forward, look up. And exhale to round. Come back to neutral. Plant your hands. Toes curled under, lift the knees just a few inches off the floor and hug through the middle. So you can start to get a sense of what's integrated here, and certainly a sense of what's real, and that is your core. And add your breath. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Lower the knees. This time flatten your feet on the floor. Same thing. Arms stay straight. Claw the floor with your finger pads. And lift the knees. Hug in. Hug the hips in. Lengthen the neck. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then lower the knees and release. We'll take a child's pose for a few breaths. Arms out and forehead down. Inhale, come up. Such a short-lived pose. Some days you wish it would last all day. All right, bring the knees in, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Bend one knee, bend the other. Kind of work it out through the kinks here. Lift both heels high, bend your knees a lot till your sitting bones to the sky. Lift your arm bones, lift your belly. And then slowly start to straighten the legs, lifting from the kneecaps, top of your thighs back, and root from your pelvis down your legs into your feet. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your baby toes to the outer edges of your mat, so you bend your knees for that. Walk your hands back. And here's one version of the pose. I'll look at you this way here so you can see. I call this football pose because that's what it reminds me of. Or you can come down to your deep yogic squat here. Thumbs come by the sternum, fingers tilt a little bit forward so you feel nice and broad in the back. Close your eyes, lean back. Some dual actions here. The legs hug in, the arms press out. Lift from your belly. Take a deep inhale, rising as you draw in. Exhale the breath and land even deeper into your bones. Release your hands to the earth or your blocks. Straighten your legs part way. Just rock a little bit side to side here. Hands to your hips, elbows to the sky. Come all the way up to standing. I'm going to adjust this a little bit so we can see each other. All right, that's good. Nice. All right, take your block. Be a good thing to do here. And use it this way, just, the long way, and hug it in between your thighs and squeeze. So you get this sense of drawing in. Arms come up to the sky, squeeze in. Arms squeeze to your head, shins squeeze toward each other, and lift your heels up off the floor. And hold. Breathe, set your drishti, your gaze at one place. Feel the belly, press the big toe mounds. Inhale, exhale, lower your heels and lower your arms. And once again, we're going to take the arms up. This time take your palms forward, bend your elbows to cactus. Tilt your elbows a little forward, move your forearms back, and then move your Adam's apple back, your cheekbones back a little bit. So you got the support of your back body as well as your belly. Squeeze in and lift up again. Set your drishti level on the horizon, one place. Press the big toe mounds, hug toward the midline. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower the heels and lower your arms. Roll it out a little bit, one side and then the other. Good. Take the block away for now and bring your right knee up. Bring your hand to the top of the knee and press your knee and hand against each other. Root firmly into the left leg. And then bring that down. Other side, left leg comes up. Press, flex the left foot, toes toward the sky, press hand and knee. Feel the connection, the integration. Set your gaze one place and lower down. Okay, adding on, take the right knee up again, bring the hands to the knee, press, root through the whole left leg, and now we're going to take a little bow forward. It's really hollowing in through the belly, taking the ribs, knitting them in, press hand and knee, and then feeling the belly, come back up, root down through the left leg, and take the right foot down. Really feeling this integration through here, left knee up, press hand and knee, flex the left foot, really rooting through that right leg. Press hand and knee, take your bow, belly back, ribs in, hollowing out through the belly. Press hand and knee, come back up, and bring that foot down to the floor, and step it out a little bit, side to side. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Take the right knee up again, cross the right ankle over your left knee, take a dip, bow in, hold, and then slowly come up, knee again to chest, and glide it back. Warrior 3. Breathe and breathe and breathe. Bring your knee back up, arms to the sky, hold it, and then foot to the floor and arms by your sides. Maybe you can hear the garbage man here. So grateful that they come and do what they do during all of these insane and crazy times. They're a blessing. Bring your left knee up. Cross the ankle over the knee. Bend into your right knee. Flex the foot. Hands to your heart. You come in any amount into your figure 4. Engage the core again. Bring it up, knee, and float it back. Vira 3. Extending way, way back. Long and lifted. And then knee to chest. Arms up to the sky. And your foot right down there to the floor. Sweep your arms high, full breath. And hands Anjali Mudra right at your heart. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Feet hip width. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Utkatasana, arms to the sky, hands to your heart. Inhale, exhale, and twist over to the left. Either hold the sides of your legs with your hand, hold the side of your leg, or you can hook the elbow. Press the arm and leg into each other, lengthen your neck. Look down for this first one, root the left foot, and float the right toes up off the floor. Keep squeezing the middle, lifting the belly, hold, 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 and then bring that foot down. Come back to the middle, bend your knees, drop your hips, Utkatasana. Rise up, full breath, hands undulate. Once again, lightning bolt, bend your knees, drop your hips, Utkatasana, sweep up. Hands to your heart. Inhale, exhale, twist over. Maybe hands to the thigh or elbow. Look to the side to lean back, and then look down. Press into the whole right foot. Lift the belly, float the left toes up. Steady as you hug. Breathe and focus. And foot to the floor. Back to the middle. This time hands on your thighs, feet a little hip width here. Inhale forward, look up. Exhale, bow. Inhale forward. And exhale to round. Come back to neutral. Take your feet even wider on your mat. And reach your arms way forward, extending. Ears by your arms, belly lifting. Full breath in. And exhale. Walk your hands back to your feet for that football pose again, or your deep yogic squat. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Release your hands, straighten your legs part way. We're going to commit to come up into a version, your version, of Bakasana, crow pose. Here's a variation, a modification. Block is on the floor, toes come to the block, hands press down, and you claw the floor. So the finger pads press into the earth, but there's a suction cup through your palm. Sort of like what you do, oh hello, if you're taking the lid off a jar. Bye Betty, bye. She loves this pose, as you can see. Claw the floor, bring your knees up into your armpits or triceps, gazes out, and you just rock forward and back a few times. Feel your hands literally kind of clawing the floor, so the energy is going down but also up. And rock back and forth. And then maybe, if you're feeling adventurous today, gazes out, right toes come up. Squeeze in, squeeze and squeeze, and lower it down. And then the left comes up, hug in, and bring it down. You can do that over and over a few times. And you can feel like the synapses clicking here. All the connections that happen quite naturally. And then the full pose. Clawing the floor, knees to the armpits or triceps. Look forward, not down. And come forward. Hug in. Toes hug in. Heels wide. Lengthen and lift. Lift, lift. Then either shoot back or toes to the floor and lower down. Roll the shoulders up and back a few times. Heels are up, toes are down. Take the arms behind you, interlace your hands, and just lift your heart. Squeeze the knees toward each other. Maybe a little gaze upward. Find the middle, find the lift, find the connection. Woohoo! And then release the hands to the earth. Good. Take the feet wide and give it a little rock here, side to side. Just slosh it out. Good job. And hands to the hips, elbows to the sky. Come all the way back up. One more balancing pose for your day. Just notice how focused these poses require you to be, partly so that you don't fall over, but also they require your attention to just be steady. And a lot of times we're flying around doing all sorts of things, and being steady isn't at the top of our list. But these poses say, this is the ball game here. You gotta pay attention, which is a good thing if your mind is floating all over the place, as mine tends to do. Okay, I'll show you from this way. I'm gonna bend the right knee, line up the right knee with the left knee, and hold the foot or your strap, either one, okay? The left leg is super strong. Hug it in, and the left arm goes up to the sky. Reach, squeeze the knees, hug the arm, lift up. Breath, breath, good. And then release the foot, big exhale. Other side, left knee in, hold the foot, squeeze. Breath. Whole right leg is like a big tree trunk rooted. Set your gaze and release it down. And we're going to come into our dancer pose. A little check, see where we're at. Here, that should be okay. Going to bend the right knee again. Reach back for the foot or your strap. I like to say reach back like you're hitchhiking, and then just drop the hand down so there's not a torque in the arm. Okay, just reach back. Hold the foot or the strap and hug in. Bend the left knee a little bit. Kick the right leg back as far as it'll go. Left arm up. And then as you straighten the left leg, just start to reach forward as much as you kick back. And breath. This left hand might be at the wall, by the way. And then slowly come on up. Stay as long as you want in that pose. And bring your foot down, arms down. So yeah, so the hand can be at the wall, see? And then you get a really super nice stretch. Hug in. Bend the left knee, hitchhike. Not much of that going on these days, but there will be again. Actually, hitchhiking's not good for you. Hug in with your knees. Bend into the right knee, kick back, just opens up the hip flexors. Got a nice bend in that knee. Right arm up. Kick back as much as you can. Then as you start to straighten the right leg, start to lean forward as much as you pull back. Extending out and out and out. Inhale to come up. Lost that one. And release, arms down by your side. Sweep your arms high and hands undulate will drop. Maybe you try that again each side, right and left, because each time you do this pose, it gets a little deeper ingrained into your body, into your skin. It's a gorgeous pose. Release your hands. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, look up, step back high, plank position, knees to the floor, heart lowers. Take your arms straight back, forehead to the floor, palms on the floor. Click your 10 toes down, roll the shoulders back, lengthen your spine, start to peel your shoulders off the floor, and then your neck. The neck is in line with the spine. So your gaze is out a little bit. Stay here or float the arms up hip level and the legs up. Roll the baby toes toward the earth, inner thighs to the sky. And hug in once again. Full and long and lifted. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Stack your hands, forehead, bend your knees, and windshield wiper side to side. Come up to all fours and find your way onto your back. There's so many things that feel real, especially in our thoughts, but they may or may not be true. And especially now when things are very unfamiliar to us and erratic, the mind can take off in all sorts of directions with fear and worries, and that's what the unknown does. So we come into our bodies for respite, because the body knows what's going on. It knows if it's standing, it knows if it's sitting, it knows if it's laying down, and it can pay attention to the breath. And it's just right there. So that's where we are, right here. Come down, knees in, rock a little, side to side. And circles. One way and then the other. And both feet to the floor. Set your bandha bridge. You might take a wheel here. Heels in, lift up, shimmy your shoulder blades, lengthen. Gaze toward the sky. Let your ears draw back and your head draw back. Interlace your hands underneath you or open your arms in a V. Get nice and tall and keep that integration side to side, top to bottom, front to back. Inhale, exhale and peel down slowly, vertebra by vertebra. That string of pearls built in to you. Right ankle over the left knee, walk the left foot to the left, arms to a T. Deep breath in, exhale, knees come over to the right, torso, chin to the left. Inhale to come up, exhale your breath, switch it out. Right foot to the right, left knee over the right knee, full breath. Dip it over to the left, torso, everything else to the right. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, full and wide. Exhale anything you don't need anymore, particularly any thoughts that have no chance of even being true. And come back to the middle and back to center. Shavasana. You might bring your shirt on, your socks on, get warm with a blanket, but I invite you to take these last few minutes to first set up in a way that feels good, and second, to land in your breath, to land in your body. And every time your mind starts to take you off into Never Never Land, you just keep coming back to your breath, because it's certain and it's for real, and you can feel it and you can know it. And there's a comfort and a balm to what's true. Find your way in, find your steady breath, and namaste.